Hello.
How's this?
What's up?
How you, bruv?
Where you been?
Work.
What are you working on?
I'm shooting for a NGO company.
Do you see CeeLo? I mean, the CeeLo.
No, I didn't see him.
You didn't see him? I just said you saw him.
I didn't see him, dog.
Now you're being a spy.
No, I really didn't see him, dog.
You heard about it.
Yeah,
He was in the vicinity.
really.
See me in person, I look like a ghost. Yeah, I've been holding it down here in the studio with your ass gone out here editing. You know, I had this interview where the camera was like skew. I had to fix it later because I was doing everything by myself.
Because you're not used to it anymore.
Why should I do everything by myself?
No, I'm saying, like, you used to be used to it.
No, but why should I do everything by myself?
I'm just saying, like, it's like a
no,
seasoned
even
player.
if I wasn't, if I was used to it, why would I be doing it by myself?
Yeah, but I'm just saying you've moved from it to a different playing field.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So my playing fields. Did you hear about a poverty-stricken baddies?
What's that?
Poverty-stricken. I was on Twitter earlier and they were talking about poverty-stricken baddies. Very interesting term. So apparently it's like low maintenance Huns. Poverty spec baddies.
Okay.
So there's honestly poverty spec baddies. What is that?
Yeah.
Low maintenance stock up. Boma Gordons, one pipe Habli, TFC, Amakwinga type stock.
Okay.
Shoots in Tomazan cousin of mine. That's it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the term?
I mean, a baddie is a baddie is a baddie.
It's like,
You know what I'm saying? It's just like a different grade.
for me, it just feels like it just comes from some guy who's just like, I want to feel better that there's people worse than me.
Yeah, it's like it's like the act is the same. It's like whether I'm selling myself for this or selling myself for that. It's like what are we really discussing here?
Exactly. What are we really discussing?
Yeah.
We're all broke in South Africa, as my knowing. The other 98% of us, that's not matter. So, who are we?
Also, can you imagine a market with just only higher grade bear baddies?
Higher grade, yeah, it would be hard to.
True.
I mean, I don't want to play as a low player. I don't want to play in that market.
Yeah, I understand that. Kona Manilaba, the other ones were saying a nigga if he earns 50K a month.
9 to 5. Yeah, you
9
end
to
up.
5. Imagine if you only had. So like he's saying he'd prefer just if you earn a 50K a month, like you ain't shit.
Yeah.
Like that's who he'd prefer to play with. Nigga, like, come on.
I ain't trying to like.
Come on.
Yeah, the market will be bad. I mean,
Huh.
and it's like you don't even need it to like actually get a girl.
What?
And, like,
Ikwenye.
well, Ikunya gets a girl.
How?
Ikunya gets a girl.
Yeah.
And this fella, well, even a model foot or four for Ikunya. I will put Ikunya, my wings are going to come about dealing.
Yeah, if she knows nice things.
What?
Yeah, that paid.
Yeah, but like, it depends if she's a poverty-stricken hand or not.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, it just wouldn't make sense to have only like the cereal hands and like that's it, just the cereal hands.
But just imagine in life, in
Girls would
anything-
rape then. Can you imagine it would just be like, oh my god, no, whenever I see a guy, whenever I see cereal.
That is disgusting.
I'm just saying no, but if you think about it, if there's only cereal hands and then it only went for guys like cereal, then it would be like every time you see a cereal, it'll be like, I will.
There'll be guys scarring themselves
La.
and like sitting under the sun like this for like
Nigga, they'll do it in teams because you know he's a big guy, so to take him down.
there'll be a ringleader.
Yeah, I'm talking about 4. Team about 4. About one holds the leg, other one holds the leg, other one tickles him. You know he's going down.
Cupcake.
I just heard
like the buffalo that he is. Taking cupcake. So like just moving on. What was that? What did I want to say? It was. What, did I write it down? I wrote it down. Poverty-stricken Huns. Mike Tyson. Do you see the Mike Tyson thing?
I didn't see Mike Tyson. I heard.
I saw a bit of the video. The guy was like, Mike Tyson. So he was sitting directly behind Mike Tyson.
Sure.
And so some Mike Tyson punched the guy, basically. That's the end of the story.
Like one punch?
Well, we don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't see the video of the punch. I think people were in shock that Mike Tyson is throwing a punch outside the ring. But apparently, this guy was irritating Mike Tyson out, like, yo, Mike, like behind him, like, yo. And I think Mike finally snapped. Yeah, well.
As anyone would. Yeah, hence,
well,
like, who is?
And then the guy's like got like scars, like literally, there's 3 drops of blood.
Really?
And the article, guy drawn blood, and that's the way the English is written. It's kind of like, if you hate Mike Tyson, you have all the reason to hate him now. Yeah, what type of
all the racism is in the caps. It's all caps.
I mean, it's not really racist. It's that subtle one. It's like, just look at what this black man did to this white guy, and the photo of him, like with the black.
I get you. Is it like a close up? It has
of course, it's a close up.
Yeah,
of course, it's a close up. But it's like an Instagram story, so it's like. So anyway, it's why would you still get a Mike Tyson though? Like as drunk or sober?
Dog, it's that thing you're saying when we're off camera, dude. Like, it's just like, that nigga is in such a privileged world. Like, he can't even see danger in front of him. It's like, imagine poking somebody, you just keep poking them. They used to be your wrestler.
Imagine finding a sleeping bear.
Yeah, and you just,
and you just, wait, I had a stick here somewhere.
Yeah.
Poke.
All the time, you just poke.
I won't even try to yogi bear.
No, because you know what it's like.
Yeah.
It's like poking a bear that was in the circus. That's what it's like.
And it's like tame, but
it's like a circus bear. Oh, okay, no, the circus bear won't do anything.
Yeah,
it's a circus bear.
It's a circus bear.
My circus bear. It's our circus bear. It's a human circus bear. And then
he's used to people.
Yeah, he's used to people. He's got friends.
I wonder what went through his head in like that first second. Where
but Mike?
No, not Mike. Mike.
He's so red.
Like Mike's so red. I see that. But that guy, when the punch was here, what he was thinking, it's probably like that flash with time freezes.
I don't know if there'd be genuine fear. I think there'd be fear because I mean, like, it used to be.
And it's fair. You're not gonna stop. Yeah,
involuntary.
It's like,
but also just admiration. That like it's Mike Tyson.
He's gonna respect that.
Yeah, no, but just like got fucked up by Mike Tyson.
Yeah, maybe that's what he wanted at Glenini as well. Like part of like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying the ego part of you and just like poking him and antagonizing him, whatnot, to a point.
I'm gonna make the guy.
He's gonna fuck me. Yeah, I'm gonna make the guy fuck me up, like low key.
I'm so irritating. Mike Tyson punched me.
Yeah, but I got hit by Mike Tyson. When we shower, I'm cute.
Yeah, so Bizarre Mike Tyson. Now girls I'm shy.
Yeah.
That's it. Now girls I'm shy.
Yeah, girls I'm shy now.
And then I saw something else online. It was like so there's this Aunt Momoza personal page. Right? It's one of these confession things, like Oscar Man. So. Hi, Aunt Momoza. Please help me. Please keep me anonymous. I'm still trying to make sense of what happened last week. My boyfriend and I had an argument on Thursday morning when I told him he's not going to visit his family without me. When he packed his bags, I packed mine as well. He got on the car and he drove to Limpopo. It was my very first time in Limpopo. After a 6-hour drive, he parked the car at some village elegant filling station and told me he's going to buy a cigarette. He disappeared the entire weekend. Only came back yesterday. His phone was off the entire time. I spent the whole weekend sleeping in the car at some random filling station on Monday. He drove back to Gauteng with me in total silence. To say I'm angry will be an understatement.
Did he leave her with the keys?
Well, she says he steps in the car. This person has gotten in the car. I'm going to act like I'm buying a cigarette and then sneak out and get into your car and then you take me home.
So he took the keys?
No, I think he left the keys.
He left the keys.
So she was in the car.
So she went with him uninvited and then he left her with the car and the car keys.
Well, I don't know. Like, I'm assuming he left it with. Maybe he took the
And
keys.
then she and then
Actually,
she,
maybe
and then
he took
she
the
stayed
keys.
and then she stayed for like 2 days
Yeah, the whole weekend.
in the car with the car keys
At least put some shake garage so she had food.
and fuel. Cabanga kumshiya wagcwalisa imoto. Wamshiya nekey.
We don't know whether he left the keys.
But we can assume he left the keys.
I mean, it depends on car.
He left the keys. Oh, like
I don't know. I mean, to totally tell that you're coming back now.
Imag, be like, okay, look, if I'm saying I'm leaving, if I'm leaving you at the garage, right? Am I leaving you at the parking where the pump is, or am I leaving you in the parking lot?
He said he's getting a cigarette, so it's parking lot. So I'm sure he parked at the furthest parking lot. Yeah, well.
So it's parking lot. Okay.
I
don't know.
To make sure she doesn't come home, and make her feel guilty for leaving the car, I'd take the keys.
Why would you take the keys? I'd leave her with the keys.
Maybe she can't. If she can't drive, I'd leave her with the keys. If she can drive,
you just swag.
What? Oh yeah, B.
I think.
Where's she going?
I know, no, really, but the fact that he took her with the whole way, yeah, but
Teach her a lesson.
I know it's a hard one to learn, but the fact that my thing is that like she had the car keys and the car, and she decided to sleep in the car for the next 2 days.
We don't know whether she had.
That's for me.
For me, I'm assuming she had no car keys because she didn't take the car and
leave.
drive back to Joburg. Yeah, bro.
Oh, do you think? But okay, so if she did have the car keys, do you think? Would you be surprised if she had the car keys?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, gorgeous girls don't drive. For you, not social media person, that's a famous line from a girl on Twitter. She's so pretty. She tweeted, "Gorgeous girls don't need a driver's license. They sit in the passenger seat or something like that." I'm paraphrasing it.
Yeah, she's right.
So yeah, so gorgeous girls. Well, she could have been a gorgeous girl.
It's not like they're driving their own car.
No, I understand. So she could have been a gorgeous girl. So even if you leave her with the keys,
do you think that she's implying that gorgeous girls?
No, she's implying what she knows. We all know what she's saying. Now it's how we feel about what she's saying. That's the only reason we'll argue about it, because like you just said now, it's true. She's not wrong.
Yeah.
She's not like.
But do you think? But then I'm thinking further. Like, do you think if they just never drive, do you think like they're only going where they do work, where they're required?
Look, in my life experience, having seen the little that I've seen of the world, I just think that out of 100 bad bitches born in a certain year that do life and mature into life, the 40-year-old bad bitches that can still pull any nigga, yo man, they supreme. They like it's, and they know what they're in. They know they're not trying to drive a car, so they look after themselves too.
Okay, sure. So also wait, so they have.
I'm getting somewhere with this.
Okay.
So, it's so the problem with this gorgeous girl thing is really the way I see it. And I'm not judging anyone. We're all live life our own way. I'm just saying the flaw in it starts when you don't take care of your damn body and you use your body to as a lifestyle. It's just champagne and no gym.
I get you. So you're saying the lifestyle is like the appearance. It's like the lifestyle is the social media of it. It's not actually the lifestyle.
We're not talking about our hearts when we're saying gorgeous,
Yeah.
So it's that thing. Yeah, it's like,
But I'm trying to think like, so if I'm gorgeous, and I need to go to the supermarket to buy bread.
Well, I don't know. Like now we're just guessing because we're not females, but I assume this is it because you don't work.
Then if I leave the house, then I'm thinking more. If I leave the house, should say I'm only leaving
to go grocery shop. And if you get a really rich man, there's a chef, so you don't even need to leave the house.
I swear, dude, if there's only these type of women, they'd be raping these rich men.
Well, there's already other crazy stories of like just like baby trapping and stuff like that. This is like along the line, but I guess
chicken licking sauce, Drake.
Yeah, chicken licking hot sauce for the Drake.
Yeah.
That's the genius, but like Drake, and like that's Drake. Drake knows that like what you're saying. If there was, and there's enough of he's so big in the world, and so there's enough girls that know and want him.
What tax bracket do you think you have to be in until you have to think?
That last one.
I need to have chicken sauce around me in jail with my condoms.
That last one, the one where you have to negotiate with the tax man and say, okay, what if I take this money and put it through this company, and then
so once you reach that level, then do you only have to worry about hot sauce with the condom?
Well, some guys don't want to impregnate the whole world.
No, but I'm saying if you just a guy who's not really like, I want to impregnate the whole world. Like, when do you think you have to really?
I mean, there's different ways to it. I mean, it's like I'd say for Drake, it's a occupation.
Nah, not for Drake, for just a nigga.
For a nigga, well, here's the thing, the divide. When you're younger, you like, oh my gosh, it's me. I'm this person, and then the flaunting ends up making you attract girls like that. Yeah, boy. But you can be a reserved gent where nobody knows the hell you're in 9 out of 10 of the rooms you walk into, and you're just a normal person.
But there'll still be girls that can cloud that. Because wherever you go, there's always like, even if you do like NGO work, there's always like that one hand.
Yeah,
it's like,
who knows the personality of a. Oh yeah,
she's so hot. Like, why is she?
Yeah, exactly.
Not that hot. People shouldn't be there. It's just like, but like, whoa, no, what?
Like a girl that works for like, a high level executive, and she's like, but she's doing like the low end work. It's like, what, it's like oh, because that's Joburg, and Joburg is like, I think everybody knows, it's like, if you're hot, you can get places if you want, like, career wise, just for being a pretty face.
I mean, you get around because you don't have to drive, apparently. To the supermarkets, man. Okay, anyway.
And don't listen to us, girls. We're two broke boys. Yeah. It's like, our payment does not matter.
I'm nowhere near the 50K even a month, and so let's not even get to like.
Dog, if I had 50K a month, dog, like, I'd be in the club every weekend with a bottle of champagne just for breakfast. Yeah, boy, at 2:00.
I wasn't disappointed.
What? I got a flaunt. I got a stunt.
You get a stunt.
Got stunts in there. Yeah, boy.
I mean, like, these Queen girls.
Yeah, we'll take a Queen girl to the club.
50K a month, can you understand? Pelapa angihlukile no Obama, angihlukile no. Kuyena angihlukile. 50K a month, Queen girl. Come on, man. Come on, man.
He's poverty stricken.
I'm joking.
No, the thing is, each class of girls comes with their own class of problems.
Sure cares.
So it's like,
yeah,
there's no, like, even with girls, I'm sure they feel the same way. Each class of guys come with their own class of problems. It's like a guy who's rich doesn't have time. Most of the time, 9 times out of 10.
Depends how he's rich. Yeah.
Most rich people like girls.
Yeah.
Like the executives. Like, what time does an executive have? Like, what time does a deputy director general have? Like like the real earners that actually
Cyril.
Cyril.
Yeah.
The Popo, what up? Do you think Cyril would take the keys?
Take the what?
The keys.
What you mean?
The Popo.
Oh yeah. Come on.
Why? Why do you say that? Based on what?
Why wouldn't he, Doug?
You said you'd leave the keys.
I'd leave the keys.
I'd take the keys, Doug.
I don't need the keys.
I'd literally take the keys. So it's very interesting. I actually want to see what girls are saying about that poverty-stricken thing.
Oh, like their perspective. They probably led. I don't know. I'm joking.
Some guys like the violation of East End Huns was uncalled for, brother.
And he branded all East End Huns as
Nah, it's not. The joke is funny, not what he's saying. The joke in its entirety.
That's hilarious.
I guess they're
more guys.
They a lot of them are trying to figure out what it means and see if they qualify for the for the package. Some guys like, is this the same as relegation zone Huns?
What's a relegation zone hand? Like, if you had to say like a hand that's like in top 4 of the league, and then middle table, and like, what's relegation zone?
I think it's under 30. you can either stay in the league, the experienced club that's been in the league for a while,
Oh, okay. So
or
the
the club is
would be
just
the
not the
league.
same anymore.
So the career, I get you. I get you.
Yeah, boy.
Get
That
you.
was
But
it.
that's why I think you also get. I think you get different. I think that's why you get very diverse events that cater to different groups.
Generally, like
Yeah, but
again, like marketing breaks things up in LSM. There's different events for different LSMs.
I guess you only look weird if you're like still hanging in, if like like a club league when come on when
It goes.
you have no business being in a club league.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like again, it's an economic issue. I mean, if you're rich enough to leave your wife at home and still go cheat and come back to her and she's not gonna do anything to you because she decided to be a housewife and has no like economic outputs in her own life. But
Is that the only reason why she stays?
no, I'm just describing a certain reason. I'm just describing a certain like.
That's not the only reason.
Well,
I'm joking. I'm just.
she could leave if she's
So
tired.
you're saying
of
if she
you.
had the money, she'd leave?
Most times, like that's the
You
catch
mean
22.
if she had them? I guess. Okay, wait.
That's the catch 22 of it.
Do you think if she had the?
Because it's a lifestyle now. Like, okay, I have a Gucci bag and I need a Gucci bag to make.
Do you think the only thing that she would stay for is because this guy's a provider? Like the providing thing is the.
I think that's one of the last things that when you value yourself beyond being provided for, that's when that spell breaks. Because other than that, you're what am I gonna do? And then especially when you started with the person young as a woman, and now you're a bit later on in your maturity, and like, oh fuck, who's gonna take me now? I don't look as hard as I used to 10 years ago. It's like so. This, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, but then I guess you also, I guess, like the nice thing is like it's not like you the only. It's not like you the only thing getting old. Everyone's getting old. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
now it's not like
the people you okulana,
so you get a different now a level of like people that you're gonna like find attractive or like now, whatever the case is. I'm saying
as
if
a,
you
as a chick,
chick,
funny, you must always keep a nyoni around.
yeah.
It's a one fun and you're thing for 15 years.
Yeah.
You know what? Now's the time. I think
Insurance. I'm cashing in. Yeah. No.
It's really scary to be that guy because like psychologically. I
Will
think
Smith. What?
I didn't say nothing, man. Why?
Oh yeah. You're saying?
Is that the story?
I mean, come on.
What do you mean? You think he wanted her a very, very long time and then he finally got her?
The rest is history. Una childhood trauma yakhe. You want a home for your kids, wada. I mean, come on.
Damn, Slew.
What?
How did you get to that? I've just been avoiding this thing. I haven't even looked at it that deep.
Oh no, basic.
But anyway, yes.
Yeah.
Like psychologically,
yeah.
you always until you step out of it and it's gonna be a fight, and it's either she decides you're good enough for her not to leave, or she's like fuck it, I'm gonna find another Nyoni.
I get you.
Yeah, mom.
I get you. I don't know. Yeah.
Because it's always, there's 5 narratives to a relationship, really. Everything else is just the variables that end up.
I guess the fundamental thing is be like, I guess if it is, I guess the people that date for survival. Yeah, well, if she's dating for survival, I guess how like if she's not surviving, then she can be more picky. And then I think there are people who.
But that's another thing. It's I don't know whether. I don't know. It's just I've seen it around growing up, just peers, boys around. Is that, and I don't even look at it deeply, but a guy you know for 10 years continually brings dumb girls around, and I want to say dumb girls because they generally don't have good jobs. And it's like I'm not judging people. I'm just saying a guy who brings people around that like he has a good job, but he never brings a girl like asebenza nabo. It's
Okay, I
always
get
like
you, I get
you
you, I
always
get you, I
she's
get you,
always
I
like
get you.
it always looks like economic predator. Not
I
even
get-
it's not a predator. It's the way it works.
I get what you're
man,
saying.
but
Though.
yeah,
I get
yeah.
what you're
But you
saying.
get
Yeah.
so. In essence, like a girl that's not dating for survival has more to say back to you.
Yeah,
And then now,
yeah,
if
yeah,
you're a
yeah,
guy that
yeah.
doesn't like a woman talking back to him, it already then boxes you into a certain bracket of Huns.
Yeah, but I'd say it.
And it's
I would say it also. I'd say there's a okay. So I'd say, let's say maybe the low resolution version of judging a dude maybe for a hand maybe let's say is what I can get from him. Does he provide what in that's a low resolution version. Like a quick way to see was he yes or no, right? Cool.
yeah.
But I think that low resolution version I think has like I'd say there's depth beyond it like I think it's not as
Do you know
other
what that is? Do you know what that is now?
What?
A girl coming and taking your smartphone and turning it around like this,
Which one? Then?
looking at what model phone you have.
Oh, and then seeing in.
It used to be bank cards as well.
Oh,
Like
to
what
see
type of
what's
bank
it.
card it is. Oh,
Sure,
he's
like
got a black
like
card.
to quickly
So
spot.
like the low resolution one, the one.
Sure, but I'm still saying if you're taking in that input, I still feel like you're functioning on that low resolution.
When
point.
and now?
Like the chick.
Oh.
Yeah, but and I think what maybe that success would represent is maybe the certain stature or the certain way that person will probably you might carry himself or whatever.
Just in general, all the glitter is not gold.
Yeah, like so you'd assume it's okay. In I'm sure mhlambe whether he comes across as a really strong, yeah, but whatnot. Any so if what I'm saying is that like sometimes you can hit a primal note with somebody without necessarily showing the low resolution
Version.
yeah version of like
Of yourself
because
or
he
that
has
person,
because he has this or because he has that.
But that's initially what I've seen a lot of people around me, like they don't like update their what their wants and needs are, like as be cooler, you know, like when you're in 18, you wanted a girl like Beyonce because at the time that was what they told you the best girl is. But as you grow
crazy
up,
in love, dog. What
yeah,
you mean?
exactly.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Like, and it's like so. If I ever got married, I need a girl like Beyonce, and any girl that looks like Kelly Rowland, you don't even think of. I want the main. Like, you see how subconsciously they've told you what to look for, and then. You know, so that as a kid, like even with the cars that you like,
How much of an effect did that have on you? Like the type of girl you looked at because of like external influences.
I think I couldn't pick girls for such a long time. I just took whatever I could get, and then like when I could, it's like through all of those things, there's like each relationship that happened, and it's like, oh, okay, I don't like this in a girl. I don't like so each relationship for me was just a learning of what I don't like it to go. So when I'm like, because I had a time where it's like I'm not dating for 10 years, and I knew exactly what I don't like in a girl, and then what stopped me from not dating is that a woman that had not ticked any of the red flags came. And it's like, what? None of the flags?
A unicorn?
A unicorn? Which it never really is because...
Yeah. In the pocket!
But umuntu okwazi ukuhlala naye
Yeah. Sure.
So that is like actually you're not that irritating most of the time.
Sure.
So you can...
But
what was my point even?
What did I ask? I asked fuck, bro.
Got pointed away. But yes,
Yeah.
I don't know. I forgot. But women, see, you really can't think.
No, I asked you, how did the external influences really affect how you picked? Yeah.
So I think when I did get an opportunity to pick as a man, like get into the game where you can actually play for and like, you know, shell your way around. It's like then you just like shell, and then every girl bar like every 10 girl you hook up with is like, okay, maybe you're too irritating. Okay, like that's like the honeymoon phase. Is like we're finding out where you're irritating, and you can hide from me from 90 days. But after 90 days,
how 90 is long though.
I mean, 90 days you can ignore red flags. I see
Okay.
Ganjan.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, but
Which ones are the ones?
Though?
Yeah.
This is the red flags, but that ass though. And then it's like, no, this ass is not about this crazy. It's not worth this crazy.
Yeah. It's like, no, we need to unblock that road because this blockage on that road is not going to work.
Yeah, well, what's Jimi Hendrix? You're a traffic jam. I'm trying to get to the other side of town. Yeah, well, I can see a traffic jam.
Yeah.
But she.
Hectic. Okay.
So it never really.
It didn't really affect you.
I don't think it affected. It didn't play too much on my psyche. I think I just remember just when we were in high school, we were walking. I think it's one time because we're working with a group of our friends. I think Harrison was one of them. God bless his soul. And he's like, we're shouting over. He's like, guys, don't shout. Can't you see there's ladies across the street?
Hey?
And we're like, I was channel. So for me, I've told myself I'll never change myself just so I can be in a position to share. I'm good. It's more like, hey, it's a pitch for me. Let me pitch myself to you.
I get you.
Pitch my lifestyle. So,
I get you.
It's never been too. I guess secretly I've always picked against if you look at it like that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of girls are like, I know with a lot of girls, like one, I walk in, I'm dirty, I look broke, and I'm not giving them compliments. So it's like, I'll naturally clash with
most women, like 80% in the room. But that, I think you just sort of disarm them though.
Yeah, no, I know.
Like
I guess that's why I realized I do it.
Yeah. It's those ones. I think those ones that are maybe like also maybe have a low resolution in terms of like what to expect in the world or what you come across.
Anybody mean to be is not a nice person.
Yeah, it's like, and they just
anybody that doesn't compliment.
Yeah, it's like I don't know if their feelings are on the thing, but like they're just walking out anyway.
It was like, I don't know. It was talking about this girl that said, I had a really nice date with this guy, but I don't think I can date him because he didn't compliment me once. So what? Was the date that bad? So no, he was fine. He gave me petrol money to go home, but he just didn't compliment me.
How low of a person you must feel of yourself.
Why would you say that's horrible? This thing.
No, I'm just saying like I'm just saying like low self-esteem. Like, dude, I don't know how much of external validation you can expect from the world, dude, to make you feel, and especially if like somebody's treated you probably with respect.
You know what the scariest thing about that psyche is you actually don't know what you like because you've been told. You
don't know what to like.
You don't know. You don't know what to like.
Yeah. You don't know what to like.
Yeah. And you don't know what you like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so this is like a double whammy because you have to realize that everything you like, you've been told to like. That's one. Where we started this is like girls, for instance. Yeah. Well, cars, I'd say, is where cars and like general consumer is where I would have been had in terms of that.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, well,
technology,
like, always been a fiend for that. It's like, oh my gosh,
gotcha.
I'd always sell my left liver, do something crazy to get a laptop before.
I get you.
Oh, come on,
I get you. Yeah.
So it's like we all have different various things of conditioning and ways to look at life, and that I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, as a guy, you want to smash a girl. But at some point, then you end up looking, if I can get this computer to do some dope shit, I can get it smashing all the girls. It's like becomes a thing like that. So then you move. Essentially, you wake up and move to do that, and that's just subconscious.
I get you.
So I understand a struggling, poverty-stricken family. Poverty Spec.
I get this corner my gun. On that note,
let's close it. RadioDR.co.za, Deeply Rooted.world. That's where you can catch everything we do on Deeply Rooted the World. So,
bye.
Bye. Baka. Cut it.